Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robbie. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Yay!
Thank you.
Last year in your 50s.
Last year in my 50s.
Last year in your 50s. It's Robbie's birthday!
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
He's 59. So it's his last year in his 50s. And
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. You don't even look it, really, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. Although I'll be much happier when my knee is fixed
Oh, yes.
next Tuesday.
Finally, we're getting this knee fixed. Well, we have a lot of fun things to do between today and tomorrow and a little bit over the weekend. This past weekend, we went to his family's house in South Florida. We celebrated there with his family, which was nice. And today we are headed to what?
An airboat ride. Never done that, either of us.
No, it was on our bucket list.
Yeah.
So we were like, why not?
Hopefully see lots of gators and who knows what else.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And
Should be fun.
yeah, and we'll take you along with us, of course, and you'll see where we go tomorrow.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Love you guys. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Check in.
Destinations on the right.
We made it.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yep.
It's called Marsh Landing
Marsh Landing Adventures.
Adventure Airboat.
Airboat tours.
Airboat tours.
Right.
We're here, and we're waiting to get on our boat. I'll show
Yeah.
you.
And there it is.
There's our boat. We're gonna go out to sea to the lake. I don't know.
That way or that way?
I don't know. I guess it's facing that way, so I'm assuming we're gonna go
That way.
We're excited.
Yeah, it should be fun.
It should be fun.
New experience.
New experience. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of Florida wildlife. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
And gators.
Gators.
That's the main attraction.
That is the main attraction.
Yep.
Can't wait. We'll see you on board.
Yes.
Westlake here, and then if we would have went the opposite way up the canal from the dock there, that'll run you into East Lake Topolaico. Westlake here is the larger of the two towhoes. It's about 24,000 acres. And East Lake's a good sized lake in its own right. It's about half the size of Westlake. It's about 13,000 acres. Still a pretty good sized lake. But Westlake here is pretty cool. It's a part of the Kissimmee chain of lakes here in Central Florida. This is the largest chain of lakes in the southeastern end of the United States. There's about 5 main lakes that make up this lake chain. They're all connected through a series of man-made locks and canals. They do flow north to south. All of our big ecological organizations here in the U.S. have deemed these lakes to be the headwaters of the Florida Everglades. So this is technically where the Everglades starts, is right here in Westlake Topolaico. So on that far northwest tree line out there in front of us, there's a big creek that pops in right there. It's called Shingle Creek. And all of our rainwater that pulls up in the central part of the state will eventually funnel down into that creek and then leaves north of Orlando and cuts through Kissimmee by Disney World, but pops right here in the Westlake Topolaico. So this entire lake system is all rainwater fed. We'll let it get out here for a second. So this entire lake system here is all rainwater fed. So it flows all the way down south through this entire chain and eventually flows out to the southern end of the state in the Everglades National Park. So this is all connected all the way down to the southern tip. So if you leave south out of this lake, you'll meet our first lock system. You're all familiar with locks and how they work. It's kind of like an elevator for your boat. So you'll pull your boat in there, and depending on what the body of water that you're entering into, depending on what that water level is, your boat will either raise in that box or it'll lower, and then the gates in front of you will open once you're at the correct water level. Then you can pull your boat out. So you'll do that, and then you'll go down a long canal similar to that one that we started on, and that'll spill you into the next lake in the chain. And you'll continuously do that all the way until you get to the last lake in the chain down to the south. It's called Lake Okeechobee. That's the largest lake in the state of Florida. It's like a little ocean in the central part of the state. It's massive. It's like 20 times the size of Westlake Toho here. And once you get into that lake, there's 3 main waterways that feed out of it that'll take you to major bodies of water. So there's an eastern set of locks and canals. It'll take you all the way to the east coast of Florida. It spits you out of Stewart, Florida into the Atlantic Ocean. There's a western set of locks and canals that'll take you all the way to the west coast of Florida. It spits you out of Fort Myers into the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of America, I'm not sure what we're calling it now. And there's 2 southern canals that'll take you all the way down south through the Glades. You'll eventually hook around the west side of Miami, then it flows you out down by the Florida Keys. So all the lakes here in the Kissimmee chain, specifically in Florida, they're all navigable bodies of water. They're all channel marked and channel lit by the U.S. Coast Guard. You can get anywhere in the world you want to from these lakes without touching dry ground, as long as you got a big enough boat and enough fuel. So I'm not sure where everybody's coming from. Where are you guys coming from? Massachusetts. We can get you back there. What about y'all? Michigan. We can get you back to Michigan. What about y'all?
We're here in Florida.
Yeah, we can get, y'all already home.
We're already home.
So, yeah, we can get all y'all back home from it. It might take a little while on an airboat, but we can get you there. These lakes are home to a ton of different species of aquatic wildlife. Got a bunch of different species of birds, turtles, snakes, fish, frogs. There's a lot of little mammals and rodents that make their homes around the perimeters of these lakes. It's kind of a hot spot for the central part of the state of Florida for wildlife. The Kissimmee chain offers a lot of natural habitat and a really large food source for a lot of the critters that we have here. And of course we have alligators. There's a bunch of big lizards swimming around in this central part of the state. And every year the FWC, the Florida Wildlife Commission, they try to get somewhat of an accurate guesstimation of how many adult alligators live on each lake in the Kissimmee chain. From their findings from last year, it suggested that we had about 7,200 adult alligators on Westlake Toho.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a bunch of them.
That's a lot.
They only count the ones that are 4.5 feet and greater. So those are
Wow.
the mature sizes. So there's probably 2 to 3 times as many lesser than that 4.5 foot size out here at any given point. There's a bunch of little guys, a bunch of little babies. So every year, mama gators, if they do breed, they'll have between 40 and 60 eggs in a clutch. And of those eggs that hatch, only about 10% of those will make it to that 4.5 foot. It's actually mature size. Everything out here eats baby alligators like little Slim Jims. They're kind of on the menu for everything out here for the first few years. So Mom will keep them all corralled in a big nesting area for the first few years just to try to keep an eye on them. She'll never feed them or anything, but she just tries to protect them from predators. If they can make it through that first 3-year stint, they're about 3 feet long at that point. They don't have any natural predators after they get to that size, except for the big, large male alligators and then humans. We do have a hunting season for them here in Florida. Pretty much all of our Atlantic coast and Gulf Coast states that have alligators, there will be a hunting season for them to try to help further manage the population of them because they have so many each year. But the ecosystem does a pretty good job of that on its own. There's 2 tall birds here. Y'all have them everywhere y'all are coming from. Y'all might be familiar with them. They're about 3.5 foot tall. They're fully grown. One of them's stark white. It's called a great white egret. The other one's a bird of similar size and build. It's called a great blue heron. So those birds are the top 2 predators to the American alligator by volume of what eats the most of them. So they eat a lot of the babies.
Wow.
So they'll sneak into nesting sites. They'll eat them in their egg form, and they'll eat them live up to about 1.5 feet long.
Wow.
It's about a 1.5-year old alligator. So
Wow.
they suck them down like pasta noodles out
Oh.
here. It's crazy. So,
That is
but guys,
crazy.
we'll get going. Y'all just be looking off either side of the boat. There's no telling what we might see while we're riding. We might see some turtles, might see some snakes. Hopefully get to see some gators. We saw some bald eagles earlier, so we might see some of those flying around. My ex-girlfriend might be floating around out here somewhere. Never know what we might see while we're riding. All right, guys. So if y'all look right here to the left, this big brown bird right here, this is called an anhinga. We have a lot of anhingas here in Florida, but they're very heavily populated here in Central Florida. We see a lot of them around these lakes here. These guys are pretty neat. They spend about 60% of their life under the surface of the water. A lot of the stuff these birds eat come from the bed of these lakes. So, little freshwater crustaceans, snails, slugs, little minnows, little fish, snakes. They can swim around under the water just like a little fish. They can hold their breath up to 3 minutes. So after they get through swimming around hunting, you'll see them kind of perched up in the hanging branches of trees like this one's doing with his wings spread open. And the reason for that is they don't have self-wicking plumage like a duck. They don't have any oil glands. So the only way for them to kind of sink right over there on the edge of the grass there.
I see it.
Wow. Peeking up, peeking.
I know. Close to the grass. Just looking at the water.
Just taking a
See his eyes. He's watching you really close. I can tell.
For those birds here in Florida, we call them snake birds. Whenever they're swimming around in the water, the only thing visible above the water line is about a 12-foot alligator sitting on the right-hand side of the boat. We'll let y'all find it.
Oh,
Ah, yeah, right.
What?
He's sitting right there. At him.
12-foot alligator.
They blend in really well.
No, you playing.
This water is too freaking shallow for that. I would see it.
12-foot.
You would think so.
I will see it.
Are you serious?
He sees
Oh, I think I see him right there.
Uh-huh.
I see his eye right there. Where?
Oh my God. That thing right here?
Oh,
I don't see
Oh,
it.
we are toast.
All you can see is just
You
eyes.
see it?
Oh, right there.
it looks like a.
Right there, he's got
It
This looks like
dirt.
mud.
Oh, he looks like mud. Yeah, right there.
really well.
Yep. You see his eye.
Where?
And we just pulled it right on. That's
Why do you not
Our
blink
eyeballs
it?
are just kind of trained.
He looks. You see that?
This time of
don't
the year,
even
they'll
see
kind of
it.
start hiding like this during the daytime.
It
as
look-
warms
it looks
up.
like
Looks
mud.
just like mud.
Sitting up under the
And he's got a little eye at the top.
Yeah, little eye.
They'll stay like this in case of birds.
You see it? You can see his eye.
No.
It's amazing though. He blends right in.
It's in between the lilies and the brush stuff. Right in between.
I would have stepped right on that.
You would have stepped.
That's right. It's like this one we see laid out in these islands. Get the other side. This is like he's laid out here. His tail.
It's 12 foot.
The plants are back there. His tail's wrapped.
Wow.
That's all it does.
That's a big one.
I can see his eyes.
Yeah.
So he's facing this way. He's facing this way.
Yep.
His little snout's covered up by the windows.
Oh, okay. I think I see it.
That's a big
Yeah,
one.
he's got his.
This is what they'll do once it starts getting hot. They try to keep as much of their body out of the sun. If they've already got their blood temp where they want it, they try to keep the rest of it pretty shady. a little better. So you can kind of see his snout.
Kind of
sticking
see
up on
his.
the edge of the
Oh yeah,
edge
you
of
can
the-
see his snout come
So
up.
a good way to kind of measure these guys by looking
Wow.
at them. If you take an imaginary tape measure, you measure in inches from the tip of their snout to where their eye socket starts. Each inch
Gator.
will roughly equate to about a foot.
Oh.
Wow.
So that guy's about 11 and a half, 12 feet.
11.5 feet long.
Wow.
He's sleeping.
Big lizard.
So whenever I pull out through here, since we're a little bit closer to him, you might see all of this vegetation here start moving, or he might just sink down a little bit. But I mean, you can see how shallow it is here. It's probably only about 1.5 to 2 foot getting up close to this tussock. So he might just kind of sink down right there. It's a big boy though.
Wow.
Masters of camouflage. So little guys blend
Camouflage.
in really well, and it's like I show people little babies sometimes. And like, yeah, they blend in super well. Like sometimes we'll be 3 feet big one, and yeah, they're like no way. It's like if I would have seen them whenever we came up this way. We would drove past it. I would have probably never seen them.
Right.
Oh, he went down.
It's like our big bird flying right here on the right. This great white egret. He'll eat this little guy.
He'll eat it.
He's looking for it.
Pad thai.
Pad thai. There's a baby alligator down there, but I can't see it.
You can't see it?
He's in the bout. Let's see what else we can find.
Not with the camera.
Yeah, it's
It's hidden.
blends in with the water.
Yeah,
Just color the water.
hidden. So we made it to Disney Springs.
Yep.
Got a scooter once again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be scooting until that knee is
Gonna
fixed.
scoot till the knee is fixed.
Yay!
Yep.
So we're gonna find something to eat and explore the springs, and we'll see where else this day takes us.
Yeah, right.
See you later.
See ya.
It's up to you. It's your birthday. Wherever you want to go. It's so hard for him to make a decision. This guy. His little yellow scooter.
Yeah.
He's like Bumblebee.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's eat here.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna eat at City Works. It's pretty cool in here.
You want to sit outside or inside?
I don't think I can sit at these tables. It's too high. There's some low ones.
You want it inside or
So got
Hey, we got our beverages.
our beverages. This is a mocktail.
This is not a mocktail.
This is called a Mellow Mule. Look how pretty it is.
And this beer is called Pulp Friction. It's a local beer. It's an IPA from Bradenton, Florida. First time trying it.
Cheers!
Cheers.
To Robbie's birthday!
Yay!
Yay.
That's good.
Oh my gosh! This is delicious.
Good beer.
This is delicious and refreshing because it's hot out today. We're
It
sitting
is.
out here. It's hot. It's like in the 90s, I think. It's like summer.
But there's a breeze, so
Slight
it's not as
breeze.
humid yet.
Not as humid.
It's not humid like the summer. That's coming.
That is coming.
Oh man,
It's coming.
that's rough.
So our airboat ride, it was fun.
Yeah,
We didn't get to see a whole lot of gators. We saw mostly what?
Birds.
Birds.
great, really cool birds. We saw two adult gators and one baby gator.
Yeah, but they were hiding.
Yeah.
They had their little heads. They were peeking up under the water. They weren't out like I was hoping.
They're
they
almost
would be
like
out.
camouflage.
Yeah,
It's really
So
amazing.
they like blend in.
But the airboat ride, the whole thing was great.
It was
Guy,
fun.
the guide for us, great guy. He
Yes.
told us a lot of interesting things that
Kudos to,
we didn't know.
To Camden. That was his name.
Camden.
Camden.
Yeah,
Cool guy.
great guy.
Yes.
We would do that again, and
Definitely.
hopefully next time we'll see more gators.
Yeah. So,
Hey there.
thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Yummy.
Here we go.
Ooh. Look what we've got.
Queso.
Queso and chips to start. Because we're kind of hungry.
I'm hungry.
We haven't had anything since breakfast. And that was hours ago. It's now 4:35. It's dinner time. And I don't think I mentioned, today is Wednesday, April 2nd. Rob's birthday, April 2nd. Yay! So anyways, yes. So Marsh Landing Adventures and Airboat Ride.
Yeah,
Airboat tours.
airboat tours
They're good. I highly recommend them.
in Kissimmee.
In Kissimmee, yes. It's in Kissimmee. So if
Yeah.
you're ever in Kissimmee and you want to go on an airboat tour, check them out. Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Not sure where all these people are coming from. It's like
Unbelievable.
a herd. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We're just sitting here and it's like all these people just started to walk by
It's spring break somewhere.
somewhere. I don't know where, but wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Thursday, April 3rd. It's like 8:30 in the morning. We are going to a sneak preview of Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Yay!
Universal Studios.
Yay! It's not even open yet, and we get to go on a sneak preview. Compliments of Rob's job, Comcast.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Thank you, Comcast.
Thanks, Comcast. We love you.
Comcast owns Universal, so
Yes.
Florida residents are able to get a sneak peek, a one-day sneak peek, free passes, free parking.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're going.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Why not? So I'm not sure if we'll be able to take any video or pictures.
No, I don't think they're gonna let us.
Yeah,
Because
since
it's not officially open
it's not
yet.
officially open, so I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
maybe as we drive into the entrance.
Yeah,
And that's about it.
that's about it. And then we're gonna try to get to Epcot today, since Rob still has his scooter. We're gonna milk this scooter
Right.
for all day
Before we have to return
before we
it.
have to return it later today. So we're gonna try to do 2 parks, one day, and of course,
Let's do it.
Take you with us.
Yes.
Yay! See you when you get there.
See you later.
Y'all, it is so hot today. I think I must have gotten 3 shades darker between today and yesterday. It's like summer. My skin is burning. Rob's getting me a slushy, something refreshing to drink. And there he is. He's already drinking something.
In honor of my buddy Jason, I'm having some Canadian beer.
Canadian beer. Buy Canadian. Yay. Okay, guys, we just got back home. You see me right now because Rob is laying down. We had a little incident. Leaving Epcot, Rob tried to put his scooter into the car and tweaked his back. So now he's having back spasms. So he's resting. You can see over there, he's resting. He'll be okay.
Hi.
You see his hand? There he is. He's resting. So yeah, it was a thing. And I had to go and get help from one of the parking lot attendants at Epcot to help us put the scooters in the car and then go drop his scooter off from wherever he rented it from. Yellow Scooters. Yellow Scooters he rented it from
Thank God they were open.
In Kissimmee. They were still open, so they were able to get the scooter out of the car for us, and we didn't have to do anything. So we came straight home, and he's in bed resting. He's got a heating pad on his back, and I gave him some pain medication. So hopefully that'll work because Tuesday he's supposed to have knee surgery. And we need that to happen.
Maybe I should have a shot of whiskey.
What's a shot of whiskey? What? Anyways, Epic Universe. People, it is epic.
Awesome.
It's so beautiful. It's amazing. It's, just the entry to it. It's just amazing. I can't wait until it's open. When we went this morning, not everything was open. Not all the rides were running, so you really couldn't go on a lot of rides. But there are, when you come in the center, I think it's called Celestial Park. And it's like this mythical whole area. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And then I think there's 4 different universes, worlds, whatever you call them. We went to How to Train Your Dragon world. And it's like you enter through this portal. You go through it. It's like all lit up inside. And then you go into that world. So How to Train Your Dragon is one world. You go around there. There's restaurants, there's shops, there's rides. The rides are amazing. You guys are gonna love it. And then we went to another universe called, I think it was called Paris, because it was everything was French, but then Harry Potter was kind of in there. A Harry Potter ride was in there. So I don't know anything about Harry Potter. Does Harry Potter take place in France? I have no idea, but it was all French, all Parisian stuff. So that was cool. We left there. Then we went to Dark Universe. It's dark. So in there, they have a Frankenstein ride, which of course we didn't go on. And there's a Curse of the Werewolf ride that looked amazing.
Yeah, these are all roller coasters.
I don't know about Frankenstein. Maybe Frankenstein is. I don't know. But the Curse of the Werewolf is definitely a roller coaster because you could see it looping around. and they have like netting over. I guess if anything falls from you, it'll fall in the netting. And you can hear like there's roars, like the werewolf is roaring, so you can hear all these roars going on as the roller coaster goes by. And there's a couple of restaurants, and I don't know if there's a third ride, maybe Dracula or the swamp thing. What is that called? What is that monster?
Oh, the creature from
the creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know. But anyways, that's the dark universe. And like I said, all of these universes, you go through this portal type opening to get to all of the different universes. So we were gonna go. Oh yeah, there is a hotel that is literally in the park. So if you stay at this hotel, I don't know what the name of it is. It looked amazing. If you stay at this hotel, you are literally in the park. In the park. And it's huge, it's beautiful, the hotel. And then the Super Mario universe was not open, so we couldn't go in there. But it looked nice, looked amazing. And there's a whole lot of shops selling, Epic Universe paraphernalia that you can go to. And it's just amazing. Can't wait until it opens. They totally would not let you take any pictures, no video, no selfie, no calling and showing. They literally shot drones. I'm like, who's coming to the park with a drone? So they literally do not want you doing any type of thing to send out any type of pictures. But I mean, before we really got to where you check in at the ticket place, I kind of snapped a little picture. You probably saw it. That was all I could do. Because after that, they shut it down. Can't do anything else. But it's a great park. And I bet at night it would look even more amazing because, they have lights all over. And I could just tell it's going to be amazing at night. So we can't wait to go back. Hopefully, Rob over there will be okay. I don't know. Anyways, we had a great 2 days. After that, we went to Epcot. And of course, Epcot is Epcot. We love Epcot. We literally ate our way through the countries, as you can see in all the pictures, all the food. The food was amazing. I don't think we had one bad thing.
All good.
It was all good. Not one bad thing. Everything you see in the pictures, excellent, delicious.
Yep.
Highly recommend. Anyways, it's Flower and Garden. Gotta go. And I'm glad we went. It's going on until June 1st, I think. So that is about it. That's the end of Rob's 2-day birthday adventure. We were going to rest tomorrow anyways, but then Saturday we were supposed to meet up with our friends for a pool day. I don't know if it's going to happen right now. We got to see how he's doing. He needs to lay low, do nothing until Tuesday's surgery because it needs to happen. Yes. So we'll see. I don't know. Saturday I wasn't going to vlog anything because it's a pool day. We're just chilling with our friends at the pool. So that's that. But hope you enjoyed this video. And we totally enjoyed making it. And I hope if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We would love to have you. And I guess we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Not sure when that'll be, but we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.